Hi friends, this is your host Abhishek. Today I am going to talk about one of the mysterious forts in the history of mankind, the Asirgarh Fort. The Asirgarh Fort is situated in the Satpura range about 20 km north of the city of Burhanpur in the Indian state of Madhya Pradesh. It is also an important route from northern India to the Deccan, also known as the key to the Deccan. Asirgarh Fort was built in the 15th century by Asa Ahir. Asa Ahir was murdered by Nasir Khan of Khandesh. Nasir Khan's descendant Miran Bahadur Khan declared his independence and refused to pay homage to the Mughal emperor Akbar. Akbar then marched towards Burhanpur and captured the fort. The architecture here is influenced by Islamic, Persian, Turkish, and Indian styles. There are three man made ponds to provide a water supply. There is one gossip, or you can say a sort of news that has spread all over India. The news is there is a temple known as Gupteshwar Mahadev Mandir dedicated to Hindi deity Shiva, and there is a local legend that Ashwadhama, a character in Mahabharata, which who got curse from Shri Krishna, used to come to this temple to worship and offer flowers each morning to Lord Shiva. When I visited this temple early in the morning, I could see that there were flower offerings on the shivling. So I just cross checked with some of the locals, and they said that this is going on, and no one knows who comes here and offers flowers. Also, there is a rumor that people have seen a huge, gigantic person roaming in the forest area who looks very much weird. Ashwatthama killed all the five Pandavas' sons and even tried to kill Abhimanyu's son Parikshit while he was still in his mother's womb to avenge his father's Dronacharya death. As a result, Krishna cursed Ashwatthama that he will get complete isolation away from society and will suffer from acute diseases that are incurable. The fort is divided basically into three parts: the upper part Asirgarh, the middle part Kamargarh, and the lower part Malyagarh. The fort occupies around 60 acres of land. There are five ponds and two kundas, also known as Ganga and Jamuna. Though the fort is situated at such great heights, the ponds are always filled with water. There are two routes to the fort. The east one, which is the simplest one, while the north one has got road which is not in a good state, but you can use vehicle. There are 1000 steps to climb the fort. The fort now stands in ruins, but history that it holds makes it a centerpiece of tourism circuit. The fort's grandeur and beauty was once held in high esteem, which could not, however, escape the test of time. If we go by records, it can also be seen that the fort was never conquered by force. Each level of fortification was a fort in itself. You will see that the walls of the fort run all around the hill, which are further riddled with sentry points at various places. If any king wanted to overthrow the one stationed at Asirgarh fort, he had to conquer not one but all the three forts. Even the greatest Mughal emperor Akbar had to experience the might of this fort. After being engaged for 6 months of warfare, he finally realized that it was not possible to conquer the fort by might. The cannons of the fort were stationed so high on the hill that they were out of range for the Mughal guns, which in turn rained fire on Akbar's army, making him switch to another tactic. Akbar surrounded the hill with more than 5 lakh men and laid a siege. Within a year, supplies inside the fort ran out, which was followed by mass surrender. Later on, it was found that the royal family, along with other brave and loyal warriors, escaped via an unknown route and were never seen again. So, friends, I hope you like the information which I have shared about the Asirgarh fort. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share and like the video. Also, press the bell icon to get notification for further video updates.